Hello everyone and welcome to this demo on Amazon Bedrock evaluations. In our demo today, we will learn how to create a model evaluation job or a request to evaluate responses from up to two models working with an AWS curated work team. So let's say you wanted to evaluate model responses, but you do not have enough people to work with or help you out, or you do not have enough people who are knowledgeable enough or skilled enough to evaluate these responses. In that case, you can request help from AWS, and AWS will create a curated work team to help you out. So let's see how we can go about doing something like this. These are some reference URLs that I've mentioned over here. I would certainly recommend that you visit these URLs as they have additional information on this particular topic. I've also created a playlist for Amazon Bedrock on my channel. The URL is mentioned right here. As I create additional tutorials and labs, I will have them added to this playlist. Both the reference URLs and the URL to Amazon Bedrock playlist will be mentioned in the description of this video. Scenario for our demo today. We will be creating a model evaluation job or a request to evaluate responses from up to two models working with an AWS curated work team. So a scenario is pretty straightforward. Now, before we continue further ahead and create a request to work with AWS team and have them engaged, there's something that you have to understand and note this very, very clearly. This is the note right here. So as I have mentioned over here, you can only submit one request for evaluation per AWS account. Okay, so only one request for model response evaluation per AWS account. And after you submit this request, AWS will reach out to you to have the evaluation process started. Hence, only click on create if you intend to submit this request and you intend to engage AWS. That is one of the main reasons why I'm creating a demo and not a lab for this, because my intention is not to submit this request and not to engage AWS. So I will be showing you how you can, create this request, but we will not be submitting it. And if you are doing this by yourself, please do not click on create and submit the request unless you want to engage AWS. Remember that there is a limitation over here that you can only submit one request per AWS account. So only use it if you need it. If you don't need it, simple, do not click on submit or do not click on create and submit the request. So let's see how we can go about creating this job or this request to engage AWS. So we will be going to Amazon Bedrock Inference and Assessment Evaluations Human. Then we'll be clicking on Create, Human AWS Managed Work Team, provide a model evaluation name and description, and then provide details to schedule a consultation with an expert at AWS to start our evaluation. So let me quickly go to Bedrock. Okay, so this is Bedrock. This is inference and assessment. Okay, this is evaluations. And over here, under models, you have human. Click on create, human AWS managed work team. So click on the first option and create managed workforce. Now, again, the same warning is given to you over here that you can only submit one request per AWS account. And after you submit this request, AWS will reach out to you to start the model evaluation process. So first, we will be submitting the evaluation name and description. If you want, you can add any tags. And over here, we will be submitting details to schedule a consultation with an expert at AWS to start your evaluation. So give your email address, your first name, last name, phone number, and in task types, you can pick whatever type of task you have. So right from text summarization to text classification, Q&A, general text generation, you can select whatever you like. It's a multiple select or multiple choice. And over here in expertise, you can say, okay, what kind of education you want, university degree, what kind of expertise you want from these people, coding, essay analysis, creative writing, STEM, and anything else. And finally, at the bottom, you have the number of prompts as to how many prompts do you expect to have in your evaluation job. It's a drop down over here, and you can select the corresponding range. And once you have selected everything, entered all the required information, then you can go ahead and click on create and submit this form. Remember that you have only one request per AWS account. Hence, only create and submit this request if you really intend to engage AWS. Otherwise, do not submit this request. So I hope that this video was helpful. Do post your questions, your comments. If you are new to my channel, please like and subscribe. I will see you shortly in some other video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.